Everyone, how's it going? Do a mic check. I think the mic's okay. I'm not sure, but somebody let me know if the mic's okay. Lock force, assemble. We're getting kind of low on the batteries over there. We're going to have to do something about that. A little bit of a glare, but that just serves to reflect everything. Audio and video are good. All right. Just a little bit. Let me make it worse. I think the batteries are just low. And I don't have any batteries in here to replace it with. Oh no, look at that. Oh, that's horrible. It's horrible. Horrible. We're going to have to go with that, y'all. We're going to have to go. That's a little bit better, yeah. Looks like, anyway. Alrighty, y'all. Good morning. Happy Saturday morning live. 19. Crank, crank, crank. Okay, there we go. That's good. What's going on, everyone? I've been doing stuff this morning. It's been one of those mornings already. Got a few people already called coming in for keys and stuff. Just had a used lock sold. I called just wanting a lock for a storage room. But anyway, going back to the beginning, access. What's up? Good morning. We were talking about how busy it's been. I'll talk about that in a second. And Ian, what's up? Peter Fox, Decline, GK Man, James Arsenault, Ed Smiley. Good morning. PDX. LPP, what's up? I only got the very first second of yours because I was trying to get things done on my end, but yeah, I'll go back and watch it later. You got Gumby got a lot of locks that lost at work. We've got a few of those today. We're going to jump right in it. Last week, we got waylaid by the stupid GM thing that came apart in my hands 5 minutes after I shut off live, and I posted a picture in the community thing. But yeah, all that, and it just whoop, whoop. Okay, here it is, finally, with a bigger hole, I might add. What's up, Chris Capoon? How's it going? Let's see, Dave, good morning to you. Paul, what's up? Miko and Nathan. So we got 57. What's up, everyone? HKS, Chris. On time for a change. Yeah, we made it on time. You were talking about helping out with the fire department, do no labor charges. Yeah, we do some police work. We had a police thing going on earlier too. That was kind of humorous. Every Saturday morning we have the protesters down the street, and now they've got a cop from a different precinct. We've got 4 precincts, and they've got a cop from a supervisor from a different precinct here. I guess our supervisor is busy, but he was rolling by with his megaphone yelling at them to stop the social distancing, reciting the code against them because there were so many of them, and they were yelling back and forth each day. It got pretty interesting. Darcy's Picks, what's up? Steam Gadget, I saw your sticker request just come through. Kim will get that knocked out. Hey, Cheerio, Anthony, Dons, you are here. What's up? Good morning, early morning to you, and a lock-picking electrician, John Crawford. Kurt O, what's up? And Daz is in the house. What's up, Daz? Wes, as always, here. What color did y'all like your new colors? Did we like our new colors in the beginning, everyone? We got to change it up every 4 or 5 episodes, right? Keep it fresh, keep it real, keep it fresh and real, and not get sidetracked with nonsense. But we do have a few things that we're going to look at today. One of them being this Baldwin Corbin, whichever it is, a ball of Corbin, Corball. And this is an old one. What we're going to do on this Saturday morning live is go ahead and do this because it came in for me Friday, and I've been our calls. The calls have been picking up. That's good. Picking back up again. It's getting me out of the shop. Yeah, I haven't been in the shop really a whole lot in the past few days. Thank God. This is kind of my first sit down and start tending to stuff and actually have this. We've got a ton of locks that we lost this week. A ton of door closers that we lost this week. Because I've talked about in my midweek live thing that, I had to pull down some doors Thursday with my glass guy. And I got learned the lesson like a newbie. No, we've worked together a lot. He knows, we both kind of know each other's skill level, and he knows I know what I'm doing, but he was taking the opportunity to to school me on a couple of things involving pulling doors down, which he's expensive, but the price that I paid on what I learned, just having him jokingly, you know, we gotta make sure and stand outside the door, make sure and whack it this way, and you know, that type of thing is like invaluable for me future going forward. So yes, somebody was that's going back to Lockpicking Patrolman's live, where he was talking about somebody that know it all. This guy we both kind of do it to each other. Like, you know, we mess with each other on certain things that we may or may not know. But anyway, long story short, whenever I pull doors down, he gets involved. And I learned me some stuff yester Thursday. So this thing appears to be in good condition. We got to make keys for it. It uses the old Baldwin keyway, which was like it's like a Seagull keyway, kind of, sort of. Anybody see Night Owl? Yeah, hey Night Owl, what's up? I didn't see you come on earlier. Did you just get here? You're late. I don't know if you're late or not. I missed you earlier. Yes, you were late. It's all right. It's all right. What's up? We have uncovered probably what I'm thinking to be one of the very first items that you're going to be able to use lock force points on once I get it sorted out. And we're going to have like a lock force point store. But in the meantime, here in the next few minutes, we're going to go over to the workbench, take this guy apart, look at the inside. Hold on. This will come out. They didn't send the knobs, so that's one thing. That's one big thing, is I didn't get knobs and I didn't get the spindle. On these antique locks, that's the number one thing that goes bad, is the spindle. So, hold still. What are we doing? Okay. SE lock and key. Hold on. Usually starts at 175, but we don't have anybody available till Tuesday. Yeah. Okay, thanks. What was I talking about? I know, right? Time for a haircut. Yeah. Woo, I gotta freaking start putting it on a ponytail. I did go through a period. Y'all remember those videos? Was I doing videos then? I was doing videos, but I don't think I was doing too. I did have a really long hair period of time that got way longer than this, and then jumping all the way back to my teenage youngster years. It's busy outside this morning. The bakery's been doing something because people have been lining up down the sidewalk all morning. It's just, look. Like, yep, there's the PD. That's the one I was talking about. See, P3, precinct 3 is not, this isn't precinct 3. So I wonder where our supervisor is. I'm just wondering where our dang supervisor is. He probably don't want to mess with the people down the street. We also are going to get to another episode of Jason Reed's. Still hadn't made any cool graphics or anything for it, but hopefully we'll get that one day. We'll get that one day. Anybody that can make graphics. Oh, no, wrong camera. Get off. Okay. Yeah, feel free to send me samples. What else did we have? We had another one. Don't tell anybody, but we got another one down here. What's up? We got 66 people on. Hello, new people. Hello, people that have not ever had a chance to join in. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. I may have to do this after I put my rubbers on. This one's kind of gooey. And it's kind of interesting. There's no real gooey to it. Okay, so check this out, if you can get it on camera. Yeah, okay, right there. Philada. Philadelphia. I'm assuming Philadelphia. But it is, besides being gooey, it's a big old whopping lock, big old whopping skeleton key. And that's the problem here in the U.S. You guys overseas, y'all have it so lucky with having a greater selection. Like the biggest ones I've got, the biggest, heaviest duty ones I've got are nowhere near that. Wait, get out of the way, paper towel. Yeah, nowhere near that, right? Nope, not even. And that's a short flag, but that's like the thickest. You can see it's like thick, and that's old stock. But then we go down to some of my other old stock has some really big flags on it. Yeah, but like it's the thin flags, so it's not good in there. So the only other thing that we have access to is the Baldwin keys that are brass, and this is probably I think this is a historic door. And yeah, this is what I've done this. I'm going to backtrack. This is for I think a bed and breakfast or a historic type thing somewhere in Mississippi. They come from out of town to bring me fun things like this. And I've done this before. I looked inside, which we can pop this open because this has a very interesting warding on the inside. And when I looked in there, I realized, wait a minute. They brought me one of these from another door. In fact, the key that I made for that other door 4 years ago would likely fit it because you're going to see some staggered warding in there. Some pretty neat little, like a staircase. So I have experience doing this because this is what I use. However, these keys are jumping up in price. I don't know what the list price is. I don't know if anybody has a computer. Somebody pull up and see what the cheapest price one of these keys goes for now. The Baldwin rim keys. I don't know what number it is, but Baldwin rim keys. Probably, I'm guessing, around the $50 mark. And it's that crazy key because it's solid brass. But it's going to be the only one that I have that's going to work for that. And what I did last time was I just cut the warding. It has its own little side cuts there, so I just staircased it. It came out okay. They've been using it for years. So we're going to take a look at that too. We're going to look at that. We're not going to do anything with it because that's a long time work. And so yeah, it's going to be pricey. It's going to be pricey. I love how people say, "Oh, give me like 5 keys for it," and then you tell them the price, and they're like, "Oh, never mind, just one, 2. You better do 2." It goes from 5 to 1. What about the red key behind you? The red key, isn't that yeah, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. It's but it's glittery styrofoam, and that probably wouldn't hold up very well. Probably wouldn't hold up at all. So yeah, that's one of the only fake keys we have up there. I just put it in. Now this key is actually, let me talk to you about this one real quick since we're talking about bit keys. This key is from a chicken coop overseas. I believe, I want to say Ireland, in the remote back country of Ireland. We had a customer whose grandma tended chickens and probably farming, I'm sure. And this key was bequeathed to us. And it was up here to get photos of, but that one is my personal collection key because it was bequeathed to us because the customer and just have a key and bring it in. Anyway, what's up, Machine Jade, Pocket Women? What's going on? Pete Woodfine, I didn't see you slip in here. Brian, did I say hey to you? I can't remember if I said hey to you, Brian. So I wanted to go back and look. How do you earn points? You earn points by being awesome. Yes, being awesome and doing certain things. Which, come to think of it, I did. Stay out of this. Stay out of my story. Kim's on the camera watching. You know, no, don't do that. Don't get online. And Kim's up there and she can't see us, but She decided to chime in on something. Audio on that Wise camera is horrible. Okay.
I can see you because
Everybody says hi.
I'm watching you.
You're watching. That's just so spooky. I'm watching you.
Hey, everybody.
I am watching you. We have a large police presence up here today. They got into a yelling match with the cops earlier. It was interesting. She might be watching it on YouTube. I don't know. So you're making me have feedback, dear. A hot mic.
Yeah, Philly, I'm sitting there. I'm watching your thumbs up and people in attendance.
Okay. Yeah, well, I've got echo when you come through. So anyway, what are y'all talking about? UHS hard out. What do you want to do for? You want to crack open one of these mortise locks real quick? Yes. Let's put on some rubbers. I hope I didn't miss the question. I was yapping away and let's take a look at the inside of this one, and then we're gonna go check something out up front. New package. Yeah, we're gonna be coming up on a round of giveaways soon again too. By the way, I've been noticing if you are an automotive locksmith, if you do a lot of remotes and the higher end stuff, Steve's Lock Shop 211 Steve's Lock Shop has a YouTube channel, and he's been posting a lot of videos and selling or something a lot of remote keys for I think pretty cheap. So go search. I don't. It's 211 Steve's Lock Shop. I don't know if he's one of my subscribers or is ever on live, but I know he's been doing videos. So if you want new fancy car remote keys, he's got a bunch of them. Yeah, I stopped talking. Sorry. Hold on. I got something. Baldwin keys, $24.60 a piece. Yeah, and then you add in the cutting. Those are not easy to cut. Gumby, yes, I didn't reply to your message about the tailgate cylinder. I think your spring and ball bearing is a spare part. If there's no hole, look down. Look down into it. If there's no hole on the inner walls of the housing, that spring and ball bearing, it could only be a detent. I did notice in the diagram there was a hole in the back of the plug, so I don't know if there is a detent into what it goes into. It's got to be one of the two. Yeah, and it's snowing. Were y'all crazy? Why are y'all snowing up there? Everybody's snowing up north, and it's actually kind of chilly today. It's like 60. I better not do that. I was just about to. I don't know. No, I'm not gonna. I opened my Google thing. Thank you again, Wes, for that. And I've been using it, but I don't really know how. I don't want something weird to happen with YouTube, which shouldn't because it's them. But anyway, yes, I can talk to my shop now and make it play music and stuff like that. Hey, snowed in New York. Might get snow tomorrow. Is Locksmith still going on site? Harry asked. I am. I mean, we are. A lot of people are. 10 points. No, you don't get 10 points at once. That's a chunk. It's the smaller scale of points. It's like one or two. It's got to be pretty epic to get 2 points. Let's put it that way. Yeah, I still haven't played around with it enough to watch it. But since I don't plug in the lock force light, I still can't get it to work plugging it in. it would be neat because I could plug it into a smart plug and tell Google to turn on the lock force light. But until I figure out why it won't plug in and light up, it does some weird stuff when you plug it in. I don't know what's up with that. I hadn't been able to fix it, so I even bought a new cord to try it, but didn't work. Let's see. American Key Supply. Okay, let's take a look at this thing. Let me get some rubber. I gotta get some. Hold on. Let's go back here. And gotta get a screwdriver. We'll just get a, what is this? This is the Husky 6-in-1 screwdriver. I have a feeling since this thing is so icky on the outside that it's going to be icky on the inside too. Let's pull the camera. I only pull the camera around here. Oh, that's not working. No. Hold up, y'all. I got a camera situation going on here. Thought I could reach it. I thought I could reach it around. But it didn't work. It didn't reach all the way. That just means I'm going to have to put it back up front, though. So that's kind of awkward. All right, let's take a look at this thing. Let's take a look at it. Got cords everywhere. This was another. I gotta open this or pick it. That's a new F series. New F series right there. Let me pull the microphone around so that you can hear me. I gave up on the mobile mic, y'all. Totally gave up. I'm gonna have to see when I sent that in, or when I bought that. See what kind of warranty it's got. All right, let's take a look at this thing. May have a customer coming in. Oh. Oh. Yeah, this may not be so easy. This may not be so easy, y'all. Oh, we gave on that one. It's alright. Oh, yeah. Hey.
Hey.
What could I help you with?
My husband had broke my car key. And I was trying to see if I could get another one. I could. Do y'all have like a strong, like a key that's stronger than that one? That
No, that's gonna be
come up?
same.
Do you have one with the chip in it?
Did this one have the chip?
Uh,
So you're just
Well, this
using the
is
head of it? Yeah, the whole,
chip in it.
to do the whole key is 65, which includes a metal key and a chip key, and you program it. Is that it? No, that's not it.
And it's 65.
With taxes, about $70.
How long did it take?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes. Okay.
So this head still works. You're just holding it up next to it to crank it.
That's what I'm doing.
Did this key, did it catch or anything in the... Did it catch? Did it work okay? How did it break? Did it snap off?
I think my husband went up there last night. He was going to go to the store, and I think he kind of turned it too hard because he had to, you know, we put it with the other part, and he used to always have problems doing it. Like, he didn't know how to do it like I knew how to do it, and I think he twisted it too hard and broke it.
Okay. Yeah, you'll need that to program it.
Okay. So would I have to bring the car to program?
You can do it yourself, or you can bring it up here if you have trouble.
Okay. How do you do it?
You basically just have to cycle the keys. You hold up the chip key next to the metal key, turn it to the on position, and then turn it off, and then turn it on again. Well, hold on. Take the broken head with the metal key, turn it on, move, take it out, and then put the new chip key in, turn it to on, turn it off, and then crank it. So I'm going to write down the process for you to do it. 95% of the time it programs easily, but like some cars require you to have to move it up or down, and some people have trouble. You can always bring it and I can program it for you.
Okay.
But very rarely does it happen.
Okay. Would you charge the program?
No, that would be, yeah,
Okay.
no, we would just cycle it for you.
Okay.
Oh, what year model was it, by the way?
It's a 2012 Chevrolet Malibu. you didn't even need this, did you?
No, but you will.
Okay.
Yeah, see, lock and key. No, we sure don't. I'm sorry. Thank you. Looks like you've had this one made a couple of times before, huh?
I got that one made probably like back in last December, I think.
Did you have it made back to an original key? Because it was at your...
No, I was just using it with this, with the chip part, just putting it next to it on it. My baby had broke it off on my door.
Okie doke. If you can read my writing,
Okay.
I'll go over it with you.
Okay.
I'm going to put the new key in a plastic bag with some lubricant sprayed in there. And I want you to take the metal key, dip it in the lubricant in the bag, and put it in the door lock. Lock and unlock the door. Pull it out, flip it over, put it back in, lock and unlock the door. Do that with both keys.
Okay.
Because that'll help smooth out any catches or whatever is going to be going on with it.
Okay.
And then get in the car, get your old key, hold your head of it. Let me show you. Kind of hold it like that, or kind of how you've been starting it before. Turn it to run, turn it off, take it out, set it aside. Set it far enough away so that it's not picking it up.
Okay.
Within a few seconds, put the new key in, turn it to run, turn off, and then crank. And you're going to wait like a second between each one.
Okay.
And it should crank up and the light should go off and it should stay cranked.
Okay.
If you don't succeed the first time, you may just have to, I don't know how troublesome it is to get it to hold. But if you've been driving it like that, you should be able to get it within the first couple.
Okay.
And if you have trouble, I'm here till 3.
Okay.
Let me put that in your bag in there. Let you keep your broken key until you verify the new one works.
Okay.
Since I cut it back original, it's going to be a little stiff, and by cycling it in the door lock, it'll smooth out the keys.
Okay. You can put both of them in that door lock.
Cycle both in the
Okay.
door lock so that you will. So it's a double bag. Just dip the key in there and kind of get coated with that lubricant.
Both of them being put in.
You deliver, you can just do it the first, whichever one you do first. Okay, so. Oh yeah, well it comes with one of these. This comes with this. Do you want this on here?
Yeah.
Okay. And you can always keep on, you kind of have, you have like 1.5 keys now.
Okay.
You can keep on driving at 70-20 with your tax. There's 20 in, I'm sure you can draw right there. All right.
You didn't need to do
You can throw it in the change thing. So keep broken keys, just hold on to those until you.
Okay.
All right. Thank you. Have a good day.
You too.
Okay, y'all. Okay, we're yeah. So what's up, y'all? Had to do that. Sorry about that. Where were we? We were taking apart a thing, right? Give me a second. We'll look inside that mortise lock. 78. What's up, everyone? Hey. I think my little button over there is freaking out. Freaking out. Okay, let's check out this thing. Let's check out this thing. Hopefully we got that right. Oh, I had to dispose of my rubber gloves. That's no fun. Let's sit back over here. Of course. Holy moly. That's a custom hand job right there. SE lock and key. Hello. That's a custom hand job. Just looking at the condition of the screw. Something tells me it's going to be pretty nasty up in this lot. What do you bet? What do you bet it's going to be pretty gunky up in here? You think I can find that at Ace? Doubt it. Alright, I've got a pen right here, so I'm worried about that. Worried about that. See, that is not just a dot that's not there for no. Oh, holy moly, this is not good. Ooh, okay, that's got to be bolted. That just okay. So that's not all the way through. I don't know. What do y'all think about that one? I think that's just holding that warding in. I think we got to overcome this and this. What do you think? What do you think? This is French. I believe it's French. What do y'all think about that? Tell me about it. Probably not hand cut, manual lathe. Yeah, I'm sure it was manual lathe. What's up, Terry Lewis? I need a more thinner screwdriver though for this.
Yeah, we probably should.
More thinner. So annoying having this in the way. So annoying. Yeah. Ooh, here we go, y'all. It's not as bad as I was hoping it wouldn't be as bad. Still had to be gentle with her. Still had to be gentle with her. Oh, see, I told you. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. I'm in love. Pretty awesome, huh? Pretty awesome. Pretty awesome making a key for it, too. It may be one of those cool. So we spread out that ward right there. Hey, go finish! That ward right there. That's actually pretty darn close, isn't it? Pretty darn close. We're gonna take it back to about there, and then staircase out that holy crap, where did the screw go? Seriously? Where'd it go, y'all? Y'all were watching. Where did it go? Oh, here it is. Whew. I don't know how it jumped off the counter. That was... Why didn't somebody warn me? If I go look at this chat and somebody didn't warn me, y'all are all getting negative one lock force points. Ew. This thing's been apart recently. That is petroleum jelly. Well, you can see what it does. That's a, oh gosh. Gosh, it's beautiful. That is a beautifully rusted solid spring. Right there. Flexy, flexy. Pushy, pushy. And, oh, no, don't go anywhere. And we've got one lever right here. Push him out of the way. Ooh. Oh. Oh. Is this connected to that? Ah, look at that. Look at that, y'all. That thing's connected to that thing. Yeah, this is like petroleum jelly. Come on now. Come on now. This is it. Oh, okay. I see. Never mind. I don't know why I didn't notice that. I thought that was the lever. That is interesting. Duh, Jason. Okay. Boom. 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 All right. Well, there you go. Looks like I'll be having some fun cutting the key from this Baldwin key. Right. One last look. Maybe one day there'll be a video on it. Maybe not. Who knows? Because I suck with getting videos out on time. But, nice guy right there. Definitely needs to be stripped, though. Stripping time. Stripping time. Stripping time. Definitely needs to be cleaned up. Let's get those screws back in for now and work on the project that we know we can complete fairly quickly. Don't cross thread. Don't cross thread. Are you not? Oh, you may not be the right screw. That's kind of one of these things with these hand cut screws. You may be this screw over here. Yeah, gotta watch it. Oh no, let's look at it again. I think they're starting to strip. I think they're going to have to get a coat of thread lock to help that, but I think that's probably done on a lathe. Maybe a foot-powered lathe, powered by donkeys. Yeah. Okay, so next, let's take a look at this guy. Next on the list, and since we did not get the spindle, we are going to need to just test one of our own spindles. I'm going to take out the comments real quick. Let's go ahead and take this off. We'll go ahead and get him soaking, because I'm sure he's going to need it, right? You are going to need it. Again, we can use our Husky 6-in-1. Hello to all the new people who have joined in on this live Saturday morning live 19 season 2. What are you doing? A couple of houses that I rekeyed yesterday. I couldn't find my regular number 2 Phillips driver in my flathead, and I ended up having to use an 11-in-1 by Klein because not because I couldn't find them. It was because I couldn't find them, but it was because I was just too stupid to look in the spot where I put them last time, and it was very irritating. Using that thing is so heavy. Like when I'm unscrewing locks, right? I'm doing this. Okay, so like I do this, and I sit here, and so you've got this part. Ooh, this part right here is so heavy. When I'm doing this, it kind of like falls. Anyway, enough complaining out of you, Jason. I hate using those. We have an almost empty can of Houdini. We've got the arrow. Would not work if I recall. Yeah, it would work. It will work. Technically, it's a Seagal keyway. I don't know. Technically, it's Seagal. Which came first, chicken or the egg? These are both Night Owl common things, so which came first? Was it Night Owl? But you know the answer to that. The Seagal or the Arrow keyway, which is pretty much the same thing. Who copied who? Seagal, where are you? Seagal, where are you? Seagal or Arrow? Klein makes a stubby version. Klein is the best stubby version multi-driver ever. Cigar came first. That's what I thought. All right. She was caught on camera.
Oh, darn it.
Yeah, you were caught on. You just happened to be going past where the camera where the camera was focused.
Dang it.
Dang it! Say hi to everybody. All right. So Seagal came first. We're gonna shim this sucker. And pop open the mortise case. I gotta go grab a spindle. Oh, we need to trim my shim. Trim my shim here. Hello there. Okay. Wait a minute. It's not supposed to go that far without doing anything. What in the heck? Okay, that's interesting. We're gonna use this McKinney set. McKinney used the Arrow Seagal keyway, but I think we're missing some pins in here, yo. This was one of those things with see ya. Bye. What time?
Huh?
What time?
What?
Are you coming over?
I'm heading over like right now.
Yeah. Okay.
Love you.
One of these things with the old ball ones is the actual. Yeah, we're missing pins there. It's really tight. They were always really, really tight. Getting a plug follow around. So you actually had to use a. Nope. Well, you can just go straight down into the smallest, you know, smallest. This is a 15/32. And as you can see, we only have 2 pins. That's why it shims so easily. Super high security right there. Super high security. Let's run over. I'll tell you what. Let me just bring this over. You might be able to use these regular springs. Sometimes they don't work well. You know what I mean? Older locks sometimes require a little bit gentler springs. Sorry, camera. Sorry, camera. Got good spring tension there. Good spring tension on that. It is totally not a round end there. Get down in that hole. I'm hoping we don't run across jammed sprint. Uh-oh. Hold up. Okay, we're clear there, but we have some problems in our upper pin chambers. Boo! Oh, boo! Everybody's like, just go over to your dang bench, Jason. That's what it's for. That's what the bench is for, right? We need sharp, stabby, pokey, pokey. Sharp, stabby, pokey, pokey. Sharp, stabby. Just sharp enough to cause a lot of pain when it stabbies you. I know the light sucks, but deal with it. Deal with it! I think we're going to have to whack it. We're going to have to whack it. Let's do this. I'm only doing this because I have a hammer right here. Right here. Oh my God, he's using the screwdriver incorrectly. Oh, look, hey, we have a jump out. Oh, shit. Hold on. Sorry. Hold on, Mike. Sorry about that. Microphone warning. Did we get them all? Yep. Yep. Nope. Number 3 is still in there. Number 3 is refusing to cooperate. That means sometimes you gotta drill down. Put a little tiny drill bit. I am not prepared for that. Not prepared for that, but that's okay because we're actually we may not actually be able to get this done. What I'm probably gonna end up doing is having to do this. Get in there, and yeah, probably gonna have to drill a hole. So just so you know what I'll be doing, we're going to go ahead and check it out here because I don't have my drill in here. I don't have my I do have a tiny bit up there, but I wasn't prepared to do that. So what I'll end up likely having to do with this guy is drill a tiny hole in it and just key up it to this McKinney key, put the new springs in. And where'd my Sharpie Pokey Pokey tool go? Oh, there's a different Sharpie Pokey Pokey tool. Let's see if it's better. You can actually see that little glint down there where like right there. It's the chamber seems to be a little foobarred. That pin's jammed in there a lot, so again, what you do in that case is just drill your kind of eyeball gauge it, which would put it right about, right about there, somewhere in that area. You put a tiny hole and use the drill bit to push out that pin, and then come back and drop a master wafer in there. And then put your spring on top of the master wafer, and then put your top pin where it would normally go. This is what this is what we'll be doing. Because you won't come out. Dang you. Anyway, let's look at the mortise lock part of it while we're here, just to make sure it's okay. This one is same way, 2 screws, no spring tension. You got to be real careful with updated mortise locks, because a lot of them, once you pop this screw right here, but never on the old Corbins. Those guys were nice, beautimous. This one's number 1343, or that's part number 1343 anyway. I'm gonna check out the comments over here and take a sip of coffee. Look at all these answers that I hadn't been paying attention to. Look at all these answers. This guy looks in great condition. Great condition. Let's go look over here real quick, because this particular type uses this kind of shaft spindle shaft spindle thing, whereas most of them are what am I trying to say here? Where most of them are the same size. This one uses one that's smaller on the inside and fatter on the outside, so we have to use those. And they're also these swivel. So the deal with these, if you've never seen any of my videos on this, which I've done plenty of videos on this, we wanna see this. This one's a screwy. This one's screwy, and yeah, that one's screwy too. So what you do with these when you're putting a new one in, these are still available. You can get these at any distributor. They actually have it's a slip-on, and if you need it to be equal on both sides, you would just knock the slip-on part off. Ilko still makes this spindle. This one is not so much an easy knockoff one, because it's kind of tack welded, I think, in there. Press fit with one of them dang machines. But the newer ones, you don't. It's not hard to pop apart. But anyway, tighten down all the way. And we see we're off almost always on almost all of them. They'll be off from each other when you tighten it down all the way. So off. It's trying to tell you something. It's trying to tell you, don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. On this particular one, it breaks right there. So that it has to have at least a half turn here to here. So when we tighten that all the way, hey,
fix the banana pudding for.
No. Fine. I didn't want any mail either. So yeah, we would tighten it down all the way, back it off that one, and then because we don't have a full half tightening down, we got to back it off again on this one. Same way with that. Tighten it down, all the way off, back, and then half. That lets you half when you're turning, because most of the time it's not going to turn more than that.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, she had asked me another day. Thank you. I'll see you later, Jason.
All right, see ya.
She asked me,
What we got here? We got a surprise, y'all. Hold on, what do we have in here? Oh my God! Oh, hold on. So. So, pretty nice inside. Nothing wrong with it. Spring's good. Springs always good. And this may be a little wonky. This is when you one of the biggest problems with these old Corbin things is this is the thing that releases the, what does this thing do? This does something. It causes problems because the cam is it can get caught. I've had this happen a lot where the cam gets caught on this mechanism that does something. It pulls this back. Yeah, it pulls that back. We skipped our track there. Skipped our track. So yeah, that pulls this back. And that is one of the biggest problems with these Corbin mortise locks, is this mechanism right there. That'll be your number one problem, but I don't think really we have any other trouble with it. Yeah, so poing. And what happens is sometimes it doesn't poing like it's supposed to. So let us carefully put this back together. I'm going to take it back apart later to get some of this debris out of there and to give it a good light coating of oil. But I think overall we have no real issues with the actual mortise lock part of this. So really it's just a cylinder cleanup. Get in there. And I'm going to go ahead and put this back together because we're going to move up front for the locks that we've lost this week. Because we do have a few of them. And then we're going to finish off Saturday Morning Live 19 with another edition of Jason Reed's. Coming up soon in the next, what time is it? Yes, coming up soon in the next 20 minutes or so. Yeah. Got to get caught up on the comments now. I know there might be a few. And then I got to deal with that. So, yeah, this might be an exciting video. This guy, anyway. I don't know how I'm going to work that out. Okay. I got to adjust my thingies. This was made by Joyce Marie Boutique. Hand wash, do not dry. Ties are adjustable once you find the right fit. Knot tightly and slide knot back into mask. Okay, so I had the knots out. Joyce Marie Boutique and True Lock Security, True Lock, Locksmiths, True Lock. Thank you for that. Pretty awesome. Lock Force. Ha ha! The Lock Force mask. True Lock gets 2 Lock Force points for that. It's pretty awesome. 2's pretty much being the max you could get at any given time for the most epic of stuff. Now you see what it takes to get Lock Force points. That is almost worth 3. Almost worth 3, but I made myself a rule that 2 was going to be top. 2 was going to be top, so... and yeah, I've been doing nothing but wearing paper masks. I could definitely wear that. Bust up in some vacants in the hood with the Lock Force mask on. Put some sunglasses on. Heckin' yeah. Wear my tack gear. Get my paintball gun stuff out. Wear my tack gear on site. And you know what? I hate. It's the only thing about wearing glasses. It fogs up. Those of you who wear glasses, which I need, I wear a contact. Thank goodness I can still wear contact. But golly, it's not fit correctly. But the fogs up your glasses. Fogs them up. I can't see anything. And that's the worst. Ooh, such a worst thing about masks for sure. But that is an awesome Awesome present. Thank you for that. Awesome. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. I don't even know if True Lock's here. He said he may not be able to make it, so if he's here. If you're here, thank you. Appreciate that. Got you 2 Lock Force points, which I know you didn't do that for, but if you cut a hole in the mask, the glasses won't fog. I know, but it's right in the center of the logo. I couldn't do it with that. Wes referring to the lady that had to cut a hole in the middle so she could breathe. I just got to tie those ear loops tighter. Yeah, the paper mask, oh God, I just hate them. Everybody hates them. I'm going to cut a hole in it. Progressive and it. That was the one I was trying to think of on the spindle. Progressive. Progressive. Not the auto insurance progressive, but the progressive. Try a clock screw on that shaft. Jason, try a clock screw on that shaft. Oh, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Well, no, the clock screw would fit in the thumb turn, and I've got a thumb turn thing. But I didn't try the spindles over there. We're not gonna worry about that. We're gonna assume it works okay. We're gonna assume it works okay. Yeah, anti-fog stuff. Somebody said to use that anti-fog, or the, who was it? Nathan or somebody told me to put on a certain thing on the outside windows to keep the pollen off. Still haven't done that. Still haven't cleaned the windows, honestly. I've been trying to avoid it. Those are cool jail keys behind me. Yes, they are. They are. This one is actually, anybody can buy this from the Alcatraz store. This was brought in by a customer who thought it was an actual Alcatraz key, and it's not. It's not. It doesn't actually go to Alcatraz. It may actually go to Alcatraz, but it doesn't actually. It doesn't. That, however, those however do go to something that's honestly probably been scrapped now. Temporary prisons that were made out of cargo containers. So they've probably been scrapped by now. Almost assuredly been scrapped, or they're all sitting in a big field somewhere. You know how the government likes buying a whole bunch of stuff, using it for like 6 months, and then like, we're gonna make a graveyard out of cargo containers that used to house criminals because we don't have anything else to do with them now. You got the same key. Don's got that super security key for Alcatraz too. We can all get into Alcatraz. Just go to the National Park website, and you can also get into one of the jail cells at Alcatraz. You can keep it on your EDC key ring. Yes. We need to go check out the locks that we've lost this week. Guys, my hands are dirty, and they're going to get even dirtier doing that. So let's go up front. I got to move the camera again, so give me 1 second on the camera. We're going to take a look at that short, and then we're going to come back to Jason Reed's from last week, actually, because I didn't get to read last week. I didn't get to. It was so sad. It was so sad. Everybody all together. It was so sad. So sad, Jason. Let's pop up our, let's pop up. Don't fall over, camera. Let's pop up our be right back. We'll get on, give everybody, oh, you know what, I forgot to, dang it, I forgot to do the chat on this one. I kind of had a issue this morning. For some reason, everything reset. No, we're not going to be muted. We're not going to be muted. For some reason, everything reset. That's actually the old colors. So, we'll get some of y'all who might have to leave at the end. I've started doing this at the end, so that you can see your name in the lights. Oh. No, come on, wake up. Camera. Move the camera up front to see what we have today, because it's ridiculous. We gotta get rid of it because it's so ridiculous. And I actually am totally prepared to move the microphone too. Okay, we're going to zoom out. The only thing I don't have, unfortunately, is... what do I don't have? I don't have a... chair. I gotta roll my chair up here. So let me do that, and I'm gonna mute the microphone for just 1 second so that I can move it. All right, give me just a sec, y'all. Give me just a sec. I'll be right back. Where's the... That's so blurry. Why are you so blurry? Okay, that's better. I think that's better. All right, let me grab a chair and we'll be good to go. Good to go. Let's, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Check out the comments and we will see what we got up there. We all got a fire ban up there, Gumby? Uh-oh. Oh, I need a box. Don't forget, y'all, it's Mother's Day. Mother's Day. To all the moms in the house. I know maybe any moms or somebody who has a mom in the house. Most likely people in the house have a mom, so call your mom. I gotta call my mom tomorrow. All right, what do we have, y'all? We got a bunch of stuff. Let's put some more rubbers on. More rubbers. No! So sick of wearing gloves. But have y'all noticed your hands are much cleaner? They're much easier to wash at the end of the day than they used to have been. All right. Locks that we've lost this week. This guy did not make it. This guy did not make it because close the door. It's getting loud outside. Y'all can hear me okay, right? Okay. I think we can see what's causing this problem. Holy crap. This is either retainer's broken. So this will, I don't have a screwdriver out here. Crap, Jason! What's wrong with you? We'll salvage what we can so that some of it will go. into future giveaways. Hey, throwing locks time! Ew. Ew. We did have some door closers. Obviously, these are door closers, and I bought the kits, but we didn't use. We have leftover parts with the kits, so all the leftover parts we're just gonna go right there for right now. And all the arms are in good condition too, so we do have a few. But they send various screws with these things. This is a overhead concealed closer, and we can see that this one was the least worst one, I believe. Jackson, that's an old fella right there. This one I think is original to the building. Bong, 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 bong. My mom doesn't know how to video chat. Actually, she said she could from the library, but I very seriously doubt the libraries are open. So, here's what I'm going to do with all the various screws and such. There's the block that holds in that thing. This is pressing up. Let's pull another one out and I'll show you. Hold on. There's even some little bitty tiny screws in there. They may come in handy one day. Let's pull another one out, and so it's mounted up in the door like this. For those that don't know, it's in the top of the door, and it goes into an arm that looks like this. All right, it's just like that. Boom, boom, and then this block holds it on just like that, and then turns. There's some screws down here that adjust how the door swings. But this one, again, no obvious signs of it being dead, but it's dead. It's dead. It's dead. Got our arm. We got some, I think those are the old screws. I'm going to throw this out. It was definitely worn. Again, the brackets, these I didn't buy the body, I bought the whole thing, because I wasn't sure what the condition of them was going to be. And since I was meeting with, since I was having to line it up with somebody else, I just went ahead and got the kits, just in case. Where'd the other one go? Ah! This was hilarious. So instead of ordering, sorry microphone, a parallel arm mount closer where a parallel arm mount closer had been before, they put this. Number one, it was a heavy steel door. This is a storefront door. There's a reason why these are sold for storefront doors, because it's not the same as a heavy steel door. This one had a really wide, check that out. Oh, it's beautiful. These actually weren't screwed into anything. You could see these screws because this is a drop plate. This was screwed in, and this is how it looked from the bottom. And guess what? The arm would not reach. Can you believe it? The arm would not reach because the depth of the door was really far. So they did all this when they could have just ordered a... I'm going to take that drop plate, by the way. So I'm throwing it out right now, but that drop plate's still good. And I will definitely take it and use it in the future. I'm just throwing it in there to get rid of it for this second. Lastly, one more door closer. Lots of door closers we lost this week. Comes with so many spare parts when you don't need to use certain parts of it. I've started actually collecting. Ooh, hey! I've started actually collecting these in their own bin, and yeah, that's gonna be a hilariously long to make video one day. We can see the problem with that guy. If you see that on a door closer, you know something's up. You know something's up. So hey, that was fun. Take that drop plate off there. I will remember because I'm going to have to... how many spare parts in that one? Not many spare parts. Okay. Uh-oh. Next on the list we had some quickset beat up cores, beat up housings. Those were no good. Doorknob. The other half of that doorknob. Obviously that's no good. Oh, look at this. This was interesting. It's a jammed up Defiant latch. Oh no, you say, a Defiant jammed up door latch? Defiant's the best. Deadbolt latch. Those door closers take apart. You used to could be able to rebuild them, but I'm not gonna. Used to could. Like on, especially the old pot bellies, you could rebuild them. I had a box of springs for them when they used to rebuild them. You can't see it, and I don't have a good enough screwdriver to try to force this out. But trust me, it doesn't come out. It doesn't come out. That's twisted and bent in there. So this is a good thing if you take off Defiant locks and the latch is still good. Because guess what? These things, since they changed them to that D shape or that rectangular shape, it's not so easy to replace them. You literally have to have a Defiant replacement latch. And y'all know that they're inexpensive. It's not like you can just go buy a Defiant deadbolt latch. Rough shape doorknob. Goodbye. You serve life well. These look at the old quickset. The ye olden quickset. Ye olden quickset. And had this kind of latch, which actually was unique in itself. I forgot to bring the phone up here. Hold on, let me grab the phone. Yeah, see, lock and key. No, sir, not today. I'm sorry. Thank you. Somebody's locked out. Ye olden quickset used different tail pieces back in the day, and it's actually this latch is actually still good. However, seeing as how it's a quickset, it's it's one of those things. If you don't have this latch, I'm going to be putting together a locksmith kit instead of like just a cylinder for the pickers. I'm actually one day going to be putting together a locksmith kit, and I have 2 or 3 already. I may never use them, but that'll probably, since it's still good and if you're a working residential locksmith, maybe it'll come in handy one day. However, it is again a quick set. It's just a quick set deadbolt. So there's the spindle. I saw a little controversy going on the Reddit. I checked in. When was the last time I checked in? 4 or 5 days ago I checked in. I saw them talking about the metal spindle versus the plastic. Because somebody was like, oh no, I found them and they had crappy plastic spindles. They've had crappy plastic spindles. In fact, I may have a quick set out here. Well, looks like I don't. But there was some argument as to whether or not it would plastic or that metal. Where'd it go? That metal would hold up better. And yeah. Get out of there. These are actually rings for that deadbolt. Quick set again. They don't make them like that. This was actually the rings. These are brass, so these are going to go in my brass. We'll put them right there. And the other scale, the other whole other part of Quickset's career. Speaking of plastic, boom, boom, boom. Such the worst design ever. That was, I don't know. This was the worst design ever. B360 with that latch. Now I gotta say, at least that latch was metal. I gotta say that's the worst latch ever. Vote now whether you think this is the worst latch ever. It is. You don't have to vote because I already know the answer. I already know. Another for our dinosaur that we're gonna build one day, and getting down to the bottom of the pile finally. Oh, there's the rest of this deadbolt. I'll show you in case you've never seen one of the quickset deadbolts like this. They had apparently a coax cable connection, and when it was on the door, right, you had this, and then you had these rings, and actually, I don't know if that made it fit the 2 1/8. And then you had these weird half tail pieces like that. Look at that. So it's half. And the other side, which is missing, was half too. Where did... yeah, here we go. So there, like I said, goes this way. And it went in there. Just like a regular heavy-duty Quickset deadbolt, had these through bolts. This was a really solid design, y'all. I mean, it was solid. Solid. But then you had your coax connection, and the coax connection went in here and communicated with the aliens. And I have no idea why that's in there. I'm pretty sure I didn't change out their coax cable while I was there for them. So it's kind of weird. Strike plate, a couple of good screws. We see what we replaced it with. We replaced it with grade 3, a double cylinder deadbolt right there. No big deal. Hook bolt that died. Hook bolt, and this is gonna go. Yeah, goodbye. Hook bolt. Typical floppy whoppy. It no unlocky. Floppy. Grade 2 door handle that met its demise a little bit early with a Schlage latch. Okay, with a Schlage latch that met its demise a little bit sooner than it should have, because the tailpiece on the cylinder was too short and it was just barely grabbing it, and you can see down there, instead of it being flat, it's all wallered out. So it's wallered out, and when you turn the key, it sometimes would do it and sometimes wouldn't. So goodbye, grade 2. Y'all saw the door handle up there. This deadbolt goes with it. Once again, a 360 series. I've noticed that my collection of these is growing hugely. I don't need this, so this will likely also one day go in a bin. But I can't. Chill out, bro. I can't recommend Chill out, bruh. I can't recommend you would use this on anybody's house because it's stupid. It's stupid. So it will likely maybe get thrown in one of the two giveaways. Ha ha. We had to replace some cylinders last week, y'all, and guess what left over? We have some leftovers. Several of these are the zinc. Yeah, I can, I'm going to key up a few of these so that I can keep them for quick swap outs, like this one. Yep, that's in good condition. So what I'll do is I'll key these up and keep them in my truck in case I'm in the hood. In case I'm in a certain area where I just need to be done real quick, and I can just have the keys keyed up, ready to go. Kind of like you Europeans and guys overseas, where you can just switch out things on storefront doors. A lot of them have just the front glass door, kind of like mine right there. So like if I rolled up and my store had the exact cylinders, let me make that perfectly clear. Only switch them out if they have the exact same cylinders, and you're doing them a favor because their exact same cylinders may be worn out, they get kind of wobbly. You're actually doing them a favor by putting in these lesser used cylinders. If they have the brass cylinders and you go and you switch it out with that, then you need to be slapped. And then we have a bunch of quick sets. So just used, yep, that's what I'll do with that. And lastly, my alarm guy. Oh look, why repair when I can just replace? Look, why repair it? Just put in a new one. And I actually have dozens of these cylinders, but you know why? You know why you can't do that? Because look, it's shiny, and you're gonna have shiny versus old finish, and they wouldn't like that. Worst case scenario, even though I have dozens of this style Baldwin cylinder, worst case scenario would be okay, had to mute the microphone for that one. And one of my alarm guys, boom, brought by a few cylinders that they didn't want anymore. These are Ademco. Ademco was an alarm company, or is, they still are, but this was the very popular tubular key switch, off, on, turn your alarm, off and on. So this probably will be one of the very first things I put in the Locksmith Lock Force Points store. We're going to make it so that you can like gift it to other people or something like that. So, you know, you can either get it yourself, or maybe you want to gift it to another person that you know is on the Lock Force crew. I hope we're still voluming over there. But yes, it'll all be on the Lock Force page of the website one day. Not today, not tomorrow, not any time. Soon, because I've got so much other stuff going on. But that is it for the locks that we've lost today. Yeah, this week. I have absolutely no use for these. He was like, "Do you want them? I'm going to throw them away." I was like, "No." He goes, "Are you sure?" I was like, "Yeah, no." I was like, "Just bring them, dang it." He's like, "Yeah, I'll have to clear my crap out." And you fell for it, Jason. I was like, "Oh, well, I don't have any crap that I got to clear out. I could use some crap that I got to clear out, right?" But the good thing is, like I posted on Twitter, look over there. Look over here, y'all. Right there. See those three? Those are, you see those? Oh, so where's my finger? Right there. Those are mine. Those are the Curtis pull-out cases. 1, 2, and then a blue plastic one that somebody said is a pretty good case in itself. So I did get three decent cases out of it that, again, I didn't really need, but I would hate to see them throw them away, right? We don't want to throw them away. That would be ridiculoso. I'm back. It's time for Jason Reads. Jason Reads. Visible floor. I know, right? That's what happens when you're freaking bored in the shop. When you're freaking bored in the shop, that is what happens when you get stuck. Welcome back, Mr. Forbes. Thank you for the notification, Wes, on that. You could use a box of key switches. Yeah. Who knows if they actually work or used or what, but having those Duranotic rare that a distributor will have the quality cylinders in that color. Yeah. Yeah, I had to mute the mic because it was loud. It was loud. Jason Reeds. What time is it? 12:52. It's perfect timing for Jason Reeds. We have just enough time to finish off. Jason with Jason Reeds. Do the Ace2s have different springs? Yes, they are all funky. They do not. Duncan asked about different springs. Ace2 do have variable tensions on their springs. They're a pain in the butt. Video about your antique key collection. Yeah, maybe one day. Maybe do that one day. We have to do Jason Reeds first, though. Jason Reeds. In case you have not been privy to Jason Reeds, this is a new series, or a new mini-series, where we look back on yesteryear of locksmithing. Hold on. I'm going to do this off camera, but let me squeeze this on my head. This is not custom foot. I said foot. I said foot. It's not custom fit for me, but hold on. I could just wait on the customer like this, right? Oh, you dare me? You dare me? No, I'll be professional. As we will read in 1960s literature, it's best to be professional. This is that Chevy. Could she not get a program? Oh, this is that key thing. What's going on? We got a problem with the key, maybe. Hey.
I called it up here because I was trying to follow the instructions you gave me. And when I put the metal key in there, it didn't want to turn at first, but when I turned it, it won't come out now, like it's stuck.
In the
initial.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
What, did it work okay in the door?
Yeah, it worked perfect in the door.
Hey. Oh no! We're gonna get interrupted by this, y'all. Give me just a sec. I'll be right back. We have this ignition. I'm sure this is why the key broke. You know, customers don't want to tell you the rest of the story, right? Oh, me. Something tells me that key that was cut before is off.
the car.
Okay, well, that's bad news. The rest of the story. The rest of the story. It comes out right. Sorry, y'all. I left y'all hiding. Hopefully everybody's okay. Oop. And we're a little bit over time. Oh no! Do y'all wanna wait? I just hate doing it and buy a new car. Dang it! Did we get delayed from it again? Dang it! He is gonna go to his mechanic and get them to pull it out because I didn't want to. The rest of the story goes like this. Yeah, we were having problems with it before, and it broke. It broke in there, and the piece just fell out. And I was like, "Wait, did it break in there? Break in there? You're already asleep now. Sorry." All right, we're gonna vault back to anyway. Long story short, there was multiple problems with that ignition. It is now stuck in the on position, so they're gonna have to go pull the battery cables. I told them to go find a mechanic. Go find a mechanic. All right. It is. We're gonna vault back today on Jason Reed's to 1989, I believe. 1989. Let's see. Let me get comfortable here. Let me get the camera comfortable. Jason Reed. Yeah. There we go. Alrighty, y'all. 1989, September. And this is all from last week, so I actually have forgotten. I've forgotten what all we have to talk about. This is going to be a surprise for me. Luckily, I flagged them. September of 1989. Here's what happened. The first part, and this is in no particular order. This is just excerpts of things that happened in 1989. This is actually not what I've marked, but in the commentary, this was pretty much from the editor. He began with put two locksmiths together in a room, and I can tell you exactly what's going to happen. Put 68 locksmiths in a room, and I can tell you, nobody can tell you exactly what's going to happen if you put 68 locksmiths in a room. They're going to sit down, and chew the fat about our profession. Plus, I can predict another fact. Should have had a comma. Two locksmiths together in one room are going to produce 3 opinions. That's right, 3 opinions. All too often, we sit around and discuss the things that are wrong with locksmithing. So true. So true. Like all professions, ours has its disadvantages. But I want to stop the world for a minute and tell you about the things that make locksmithing one of the best professions in the world. Locksmiths care. We care. Virtually every member of our trade whom I have ever met deeply cares about the trade in the industry. How many people do you know who work in offices and hate their jobs? No, not me. I know plenty of them. Sure, locksmiths complain just like everybody else. But I never met a locksmith who hated his job and just didn't care. Remember, 1989. Locksmiths are opinionated. That's why I said if you put 2 locksmiths together in the same room, you'll get 3 opinions. I never met a locksmith who didn't have a strong opinion. Anyway, blah, 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 blah. Locksmiths are willing to share. In the bad old days, locksmiths used to be afraid to talk to each other for fear of spilling jealously guarded trade secrets. But today, associations and publications help locksmiths communicate and trade ideas with one another by writing out and drawing a picture of your project and waiting several months for the Locksmith magazine to come out. Locksmiths are always interested in meeting others in the trade. So next time a cop beats you down to a lockout call. That's one thing I've noticed. Reading through this era, certain eras, there was a lot of flaming about the cops and opening cars. Or the price cutter down the street beats you out of a job. Just stop. Take a deep breath. And remember that it is still one of the best jobs in the world. Okay, I didn't mean to read that, but and then we go on over. It looks like there was a wanted fugitive posing as a locksmith in 1989 don't know where he was. New Jersey, maybe in the New Jersey area. Bartkus, what's his name? Alfonsi Bartkus. And then at the bottom, here's another. This is a letter. This is one of the letters that's sent in by people. Locksmith, here's the title. Locksmith angered by corporate pay scale. Excuse me. Within the past 2 weeks, a large corporation in Fort Worth, Texas, that's right, Fort Worth, Texas, has hired a new locksmith. The wage, $6.50 an hour. And he must furnish all his own tools and kits. This wage is below the going rate for clerks in this corporation, and this person must work on some of the best locks in the industry on a master grandmaster key situation that protects the corporate buildings and other tenants of this large building. This is a company that furnishes components that are used in locksmith shops across the nation. As well as other electronic items the locksmith wants and uses at his shop as well as home. I have visited the building. Undercover spy. Undercover spy, huh? As well as other large buildings in this area. And I found cylinders upside down. As well as other things an experienced locksmith would never do. Never do. I do not know how this person can survive on this pay, and can only assume that this is the reason they keep changing locksmiths. The corporation calls an outside locksmith with an hourly rate of, wait for it, $35 an hour, to service the file cabinet locks. Is there some way the associations can educate the large corporations on the need to have qualified locksmiths on payroll? Damage to the cylinder alone due to damage to the cylinder alone due to files is extensive. Filing the cylinder, along with the misuse of master key system, leaves them open to unauthorized entry. There have been verbal assaults, verbal assaults, y'all, at road shows in the past month or so about pricing for locksmith work. Price fixing is against the law, but all locksmiths should receive a fair return on his services. That's it. Dude from Arkansas, you have to charge for what you do. Time is money. Time is money, people. Time is money. All right, let's vault into October 1989. Well, I was in the 1989 era. Okay, hold on. Let's see. We got one thing marked in 1989. Okay, this is kind of serious. All right, here, y'all. I'm going to be a little bit serious on this one. Be a little bit serious, because this is not funny. He says it's funny, and they printed it as a funny, but it's not funny. Not funny. This is not funny. My friend over at has told me some pretty funny stories. My favorite one was about the man and woman who were in the process of getting a divorce. Neither of them, however, would agree to move out of the house. Seems that she worked the day shift and he worked the third shift, so they didn't meet up too often in the kitchen. I guess things were going pretty good until she got mad at him and called so-and-so out to change the locks one night. Next morning, while the wife was at work, the husband called so-and-so out to let him in and change the locks back. The next day, it was a repeat performance, with the wife paying to change the locks, and the husband calling the locksmith to handle the lockout and change the locks again. After a week of this back and forth stuff, so-and-so, who's now an idiot, just kept a key on his truck. He quit changing the locks, but every time the husband called him, he went over and just let the dude in the house. Before much longer, he got tired of this and had to tell them both to get themselves a different locksmith. I think locksmiths frequently find themselves in an amusing situation. It's not amusing. It's amusing the first time. In fact, this issue features a letter to the editor from a locksmith with a funny tale to tell you. I think it would be great to send in stories. Yeah, bad, bad locksmith, bad. So-and-so from so-and-so Lock and Key is an idiot. I'm sorry, but you're an idiot. Time to vault to 1981. We gotta zoom it along because I'm way behind here. We're way past my time. Don't do that, people. Ever. I don't care how much money you need. You are complete idiot to do that. Complete idiot, in my humble opinion. Why do I have this marked? Here we go. My overseas friends who are used to upside down locks, I marked this because of the. Oh, hey, where'd my glasses go? Sorry, can't see. In reference to your recent so-and-so article and other articles by so-and-so, how come all the pictures and drawings indicate that the locks are mounted upside down? Remember, we're in 1981. When people sent in things to magazines, they sent them in with hand drawings of said item because they didn't have a smartphone. So he wanted to know why all these drawings and stuff were upside down. So the person who responds to this article said, "You are correct. There are upside downers out there. This phenomenon relates to the flatness of the earth." We got a flat earther, y'all. This is the person that's in charge of this magazine that responds to these articles, answering that. This phenomenon, that's one of those words I can't say, relates to the flatness of the earth. Where the hills on one side, there will be valleys on the other. In this manner, their upside down is actually right side up. I really don't know why many of the foreign locks are handed to place pin tumbler cylinders with the springs and upper pins working against gravity. Using the pin tumbler lock in this manner is known to cause any foreign matter that gets into the lock to gravitate into the moving parts. What about those poor springs? What about them? What about those poor springs? Pushing the whole pin, not half of a pin, the whole pin, stacked up into the key cuts. Not to mention the malfunctioning master key systems installed upside down by contractors that were restored by cleaning and handing the locks with the spring up. In spite of the Egyptians, the modern pin tumbler lock is distinctly an American development. And I believe that the mounting arrangement used here is the correct one to use. Just like an American. Ours is the correct way, even though we came along later on. I would appreciate hearing from any upside downer, or flat earther probably, that has an explanation to the contrary. Freaking upside downers. And lastly, let's go ahead and bounce over. Let's go ahead and bounce over to that. Let everybody say hi, bye, because we're wrapping it up. We are between 81 now and 89. We are in 85. This is September 1985. Wrapping it up with September of 1985. I hope everybody's had a good day. Hope everybody's had a great weekend, and don't forget to call your moms tomorrow. I got to do that. I got to remind myself. I would tell Google, but I'm not going to be here. Ooh, another a letter, comments, suggestions, and criticisms. I'm thinking, which one did I mark this for? Okay. Locksmith speaks out on higher public security. Over the past few months, the general public in our area, dang them, has finally become aware of the need for home security due to the increase of home breaking and entering. Not that I mind the extra work, but unfortunately it takes an increase in crime to wake the people of the world, I put in the world because it sounds better, and to show that it could happen to them. It can happen to you. So be prepared for home breaking and entering, because it could happen to anybody out there. You see a lot of lock companies advertise, have deadbolt locks installed now. Wait, you see a lot of lock companies advertise. Semicolon. Why is there a semicolon there? Space. Semicolon and like 5 spaces. Dang editors. Have deadbolt locks installed now. Another semicolon. You can have them keyed to your present entrance locks. My question is, how do these manufacturers know what type of entrance locks are on the doors of the public now? What kind of doors does the public have? We don't know. And for example, what makes them think? What makes them think that you can key a Kwikset to a Schlage? To a Schlage entrance lock? What makes you think that? You're an idiot. This is the guy talking, you know. My main concern is the security of my customers and the protection of their home and contents. To keep them from breaking down the security of the homeowner's locks, to keep from breaking down, I was going to say, who's them? Who is them breaking it down? To keep from breaking down the security of the homeowner's locks, I suggest that if the customer wants all entrance locks keyed alike, fine. But let's keep the deadbolt locks on a separate key. If a key is lost, then that key would only fit the one lock, not all the locks. This would keep security at a maximum. That's right. So, anyway, I've been spiking on the volume. Sorry all about that. But that is what has been going on in 1981, 1985, and 1989 subsequently, in no particular order. These dang locksmiths were just fed up. Just plain fed up with this nonsense. I did not see any complaining about computers this week. Hopefully next week we'll find out. We'll find somebody that's complaining about computers, because you know how those dang computers are. Gotta watch it. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in today, every day, always. Thanks for joining in for Saturday Morning Live, Season 2, Episode 19. Look at that. We're already in the double. Well, no, we've been in the double digits, but we're about to hit 20. Next week's coming up on 20. That means the year is progressing. I've got to study for my access control stuff. I got to do that. It's pretty important because my renewal's coming up. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I appreciate everybody who's joined in and chatted and commented and watched me do silly stuff today. The chat froze on the video. Oh no, what happened? The chat froze. Oh, that stupid chat. Yeah, it's dang it. Deadbolt should be the same for convenience. I guess they were picking locks back then too, and it makes it harder to pick. The sun's coming out. Yep, sun's coming out there. Zoom over here real quick. Everybody, y'all have a great weekend. Don't forget to call your mom. We appreciate you being here. And as always, just be kind to one another. Just kind of watching here, y'all. We're way over, so I'm going to go ahead and cut it off. 2.5 hours. Oh, my God, Jason. That's horrible. That is horrible, Jason. You're the worst with timing. Thanks for staying, though, everybody. Hopefully, homie with this car gets it fixed and brings the ignition in. I don't know. That's what happens when you GM cars. We'll catch y'all next video. Happy Saturday. Happy weekend.